Do you know that the Akans were once inheriting through patrilineal descent, and there was a significant reason why this later changed to matrilineal inheritance? And did you know there was also a sword that was once more powerful than the Golden Stool? One monumental sacrifice made by two brave women from the Akan society, including Nana Ya Kesewa, changed their history from patrilineal to matrilineal inheritance. Additionally, the brutal sacrifice of Kwame Adom's testicles consecrated the sacred Afenakwa sword. This transformation has defined how kings are chosen from the mother's side, a tradition still followed by the Asantes, the Akyems, and other Akan societies. Keep watching Black Stories Untold as we dive deeper into what happened, unraveling the rich and fascinating history behind these traditions. Akorocherehene, Akrokerihene. Nana Asare Bediako was a formidable warrior king, renowned for his exceptional ability to organize his people for warfare. His strategic prowess led to the conquest of Ntiamoa Amankuo of the Bretuo family, who resided at Adusa near Dompoasi. Nana Asare Bediako appointed Ntiamoa Amankuo as the head of the Akwamu wing, a privilege that his descendants continue to enjoy at Akrokeri. After Nana Asare Bediako's reign, he was succeeded by Nana Asare Butuo, a modest ruler who oversaw a peaceful era until his death. Nana Asare Butuo was succeeded by Nana Asare Kumanim, who led his people to evacuate to Atuase, near the confluence of the Ofin and Oda rivers, Adaboye. Nana Asare Kumanim introduced the musical play Aman Merhit, or Atopre, which was performed for criminals awaiting execution. The Atopre was a brutal method of execution used by the Abrafur executioners. This cruel practice was reserved for those guilty of seducing the king's wife or committing high treason. 4 knives were pierced into the condemned person in a manner that did not cause immediate death, followed by the systematic disfigurement and cutting off of body parts until death ensued. During their time at Atuase, the Terchiman, led by Amiao Kwache, were attacked by the Asante nation through the betrayal of Bafo Pim. Upon Nana Asare Kumanim's death, he was succeeded by Nana Asare Mintim, who spent much of his reign on the battlefield, often accompanied by his son, Awurade Basa. Legends tell that Nana Asare Mintim of Akrokeri, married Nana Piad Bafan, the first queen mother of Adansi. Together they had 4 children: Nana Opon Anim Checheku, Oben Cherechwi, Inti Yako Sakrache the first, and Awurade Basa. All 4 children eventually ruled Adansi in succession. Following Nana Asare Mintim's death, he was succeeded by Nana Otibreku Asare. The Denchira Heni, Mumunumfi, grew envious of the powerful and wealthy Adansi Hene Nana Otibireku Asare, leading to a declaration of war on Adansi, which resulted in a devastating defeat for the Adansi state. After Nana Otibireku Asare's death, the sword of authority, Afenakwa, was passed on to Awurade Basa. Awurade Basa was appointed to lead the vanquished Adansi state, and all residents of Adansi transferred their allegiance to him. In those times, battles were fought with swords, making the Afenakwa a symbol of supreme authority and leadership. The Afenakwa served as the sword of office, symbolizing the chieftaincy of the people. Possession of the sword designated its bearer as the chief. According to legends, the first chief of Adansi was Nana Opon Anim Checheku. He was succeeded by his brother, Nana Oben Cherechwi, who was then succeeded by their brother, Nana Ntiako Sakrachie the first. Nana Awurade Basa, the last of the brothers, succeeded Nana Ntiako Sakrachie the first. These 4 brothers belonged to the Asini clan, with their capital and seat of government located in Adansi Manso. During his reign, Nana Awurade Basa not only ruled the Adansi state, but also presided over all other Akan states under the Adansi kingdom. Nana Awurade Basa's reign marked a period of great fame for the Adansi state in the 16th century. He attempted to unify the Adansi states, creating the mystical sword known as the Afenakwa. This sword served as a symbol of Adansi unity, akin to the Sasatia of Denchira and the Golden Stool of the Asante kingdom. Unlike the Sasatia of Denchira and the Golden Stool of the Asante kingdom, which were symbols of unity, the Adansi Afenakwa sword was passed down from father to son. Due to the matrilineal descent system of the Akan, the Afenakwa sword transitioned from one stool to another whenever the holder had a son by a woman from another state. The key aspect of the Afenakwa sword was that whoever held it during wartime led the combined Adansi troops into battle. However, in times of peace, the holder of the Afenakwa sword was merely a custodian and was not recognized as the supreme ruler over the other kings. In the 18th century, Nana Bonsra Afriye, the ruler of Fomena, permanently retained the Afenakwa sword within his state. This was partly due to his practice of marrying within Fomena, and partly because subsequent rulers were powerful enough to enforce its retention. Despite this, other Adansi rulers continued to maintain their autonomous mini-states until the early 20th century, when Great Britain annexed the Asante kingdom, including the Adansi state. The political leadership of Fomena became more consolidated, and its ruler was recognized as the paramount chief of the Adansi state. Although each state operated independently, the Adansi people maintained close ties, united by their common allegiance to the Afenakwa sword and their shared worship of the tutelary god, Adansi Bona, believed to reside in a cave between Akorochere and Patakoro. People from all parts of Adansi would worship together and consult the oracles at this shrine. During the annual grand festival, the chief priest of Bonsam at Patakoro, known as Patakoro Bonsam, would send water from the Bona cave, Bonsamsuo, to all the Adansi chiefs for the purification of their stools and states. This tradition of erecting Bonsam's shrine, Bonsambur, in front of the chief's palace persists among the Akan groups who migrated from Adansi after its conquest by Denchira. Oral tradition credits Nana Awurade Basa of Adansi Akorochere with establishing the institution of the linguist Ocheame in Akan society. He appointed the first Ocheame, named Mfrani, popularly known as Kwai Mfrani or Kwame Afrani, as his confidant. The Ocheame's role was to act as an intermediary between the chief and the public, interpreting and refining the chief's speech to prevent misunderstandings. This position allowed the Ocheame to modify statements and present them in a more polished form, hence the name Ochea Amene, meaning someone who can bend or straighten the brain. Being a powerful chief, Nana Awurade Basa ensured that all communication with his subjects passed through Mfrane. This led to the Akan proverb, "If you want to speak to Awurade, you speak through Mfrane." Over time, this proverb has been simplified, "If you want to speak to Awurade, you speak through the air." Kwai Mfrani was known for his deep understanding of local traditions and institutions, as well as his command of the language. His role involved interpreting for Nana Awurade Basa, ensuring that the chief's words were accurately and diplomatically conveyed. This ability to bend the mind of the speaker led to the term Ocheame, signifying the person authorized to refine and present another's speech. The Ocheame performed various important duties, including serving as the king's emissary in diplomatic matters. They carried staffs adorned with symbolic figures such as a tortoise and a snail, indicating no belligerent intentions, or a keg of gunpowder, warning that if it comes to fighting, we will fight. Nana Awurade Basa, in his wisdom, recognized that just as humanity prays to God through various deities, he, as the chosen leader, should be approached through a linguist. He instituted that all communication with him be conducted through his linguist, who would then relay the message to the king in a manner acceptable to him. The king's responses were likewise communicated back to the people through the linguist, ensuring clarity and respect in all exchanges. In the language spoken by the people, oral tradition and custom dictate that the chief should not shout or speak loudly to the gathering, as this could damage his speech organs. Consequently, each chief has several linguists through whom he communicates with the people. Legends state that the Adansi state existed for some time before they developed the art of building. After this development, it took some time for them to unite under their first chief, Nana Opon Anim Checheku. It was during the peak of the Adansi state's development that their downfall came, during the reign of Nana Awurade Basa. The Adansi kingdom began in the 14th century and lasted for about 200 years before being toppled by the Denchira state, another Akan state under Adansi's dominion. The conflict was sparked by the misbehavior of Nana Awurade Basa's son towards the people of Denchira. He marched against one of the Denchira chiefs, Boadu Akafo Brempon I, who completely destroyed Adansi Manso, the seat of Nana Awurade Basa. Nana Awurade Basa's son, Apea Brenya, was captured by the people of Denchira due to his disrespectful behavior. They shaved his beard as a lesson in humility. When Nana Awurade Basa learned of this, he became enraged and declared war on Denchira. However, the tide turned against him, and the Adansi kingdom was utterly defeated. Nana Awurade Basa was killed in the war, which resulted in many casualties, including the king himself. This led to the oath Mika Adansiman, meaning I swear by Adansi. Nana Awurade Basa was succeeded by his son, Nana Apianin Kwaframoa I of the Bretuo clan of Adansi. Nana Apianin Kwaframoa I removed the capital of the Adansi state to Ayase. He was the first Adansi Hine and the first Akan chief to serve the Denchira kingdom. It was Nana Apeanin Kwaframoa I who instituted the great oath Meka Adansiman to remind them of the catastrophe that led to the death of their king, Awurade Basa. Legends state that the title Tete Kwaframoa originated from Adansi. It is through Adansi Hene Apianin Kwaframoa I that Ghanaians received the appellation Tete Kwaframoa Onyankopon. This phrase originated many years ago when the Akan states under Nana Apeanin Kwaframoa I's rule suffered severe maltreatment from the Denchira tyranny. The people would scream and shout, "God of ancient Kwaframoa, have mercy on us," literally meaning Tete Kwaframoa Onyankopon, Hu Yen Mobo, similar to how the Israelites would cry, "God of Israel, have mercy on us," or Israel Nyame Hu Yen Mobo during their persecutions. Nana Apianin Kwaframoa I was succeeded by his brother, Nana Apianin Kwaframoa II, who also ruled the Adansi state and died on the stool. The sword of authority was then passed on to his son, Nana Akora Oforipan, from the Aseni clan. Nana Akora Foripan moved the capital of the Adansi state from Ayase to Ejwinase, near Dompoase. According to legend, Nana Akora Foripan married a woman named Nana Botiwa from Emenan, now called Fomena. Akora Foripan's first son was Bonsra Afriye. Akora Foripan died when the Adansi people had sent their men to fight in one of the Denchira wars. The Adansi warriors were returning when they deserted to Akyem Nkwantanan soil. Akora Foripan died at the confluence of the streams Tumtum Nekokor on their way back home. After the war, the Adansi chief, Nana Akora Foripan, who had led his people into battle, became too weak to continue the journey home and passed away at Adansi Praso. Before his death, he managed to appoint his son, Nana Afriyi I, to lead the remaining chiefs and continue the journey home. The other chiefs accepted this decision. However, at Tumtum Nekokor, the Edwinase and Ayasi royals rebelled against Nana Bonsra Afriye and were brought to Amanyinas in Kusa in tears. Consequently, Nana Bonsra Afriye inherited the Afenakwa sword, the symbol of authority in the Adansi state. According to oral tradition, the holder of the Afenakwa sword is the king and ruler of the Adansi state. This mystical sword serves as the insignia of authority. Nana Bonsra Afriyi I, not a chief in any part of Adansi, before his father fled Adansiman to Akyem Nkwantanan. Nana Botiwa, the mother of Nana Bonsra Afriye I, was executed on the sacred execution knife of Nana Apianin Kwaframoa I of Ayasi. This act conferred upon the Ayasahini the title Okum Anini, meaning the killer of the leopard. The title originated when Nana Akora Foripan died and was buried at Tumtum Nekokor. According to custom and tradition, since Nana Botiwa was the beloved wife of Nana Akora Foripan, she had to accompany her husband to the land of the dead, Asamando. Thus, she was executed to join him. This place is now known as Bonsra Ajuaria, near Buasiwa. The news of his mother's death reached Nana Bonsra Afriyi when he was returning, causing him to stop at the confluence of the Anum and Pra rivers. There he bathed, and the place was named Bonsra Ajuaria, meaning Bonsra's bathplace. He was then given the Afenakwa sword as his symbol of office. With this sword, Nana Bonsra Afriye led the people to Amanyinasi in Kusa. It was at Amanyinase in Kusa that the elders of Nana Bonsra Afriye I performed rituals, including the ceremonial purification and consecration of the sword, solidifying his authority as the ruler of the Adansi state. In accordance with ancient customs, Nana Bonsra Afriye led the Adansi people to perform sacrifices and create unity stones called Adoyabur at Manyinasi, Kusa. These rituals were necessary during the installation of a chief of the highest order. The elders decided that Nana Bonsra Afriyi should take over the Eminan state, a name which was later corrupted to Fomena. Until then, it had been called Eminan. The cruel sacrifices, which included members of the Ekwana family, were conducted to solidify Nana Bonsra Afriye I authority and create the Abu Bonsra clan. This act made the Ekwana clan the true royal Golden Gate and owners of Fomena, the capital of Adansi, as well as its paramount stool. In a particularly brutal act, Kwame Adom, the son of Nana Manu Awire, was executed, and his testicles were used as a sacrifice to consecrate the sacred Afenakwa sword at Fomena. Thus, Fomena became the initial home of all Akan Ekwonafuo and Asokorifuo. The Adansi stool is known as the Bonsra Afriye stool and belongs to the Ekwana clan. Initially, inheritance to the stool was paternal, passing from father to son, before it later became a clan stool, passed down maternally during the reign of Nana Abu Bonsra Afriyi I. According to oral tradition, the overlord of the Adansi state originally came from the Asante clan. Nana Awurade Basa, one of the first overlords of Adansi, did not belong to the Ekwana clan, but to the Asante family. The The change in ruling clan to the Akyem clan was instigated by Nana Akora Foripan's decision to force his son on the Adansi chiefs. Nana Bonsra Afriye first endured immense pain from the death of his mother, Nana Botiwa, and received considerable support from other Adansi people. A significant act of sacrifice came from Nana Ya Kesewa, who was buried alive on behalf of Nana Bonsra Afriye to ensure the prosperity of the Adansi state. This shift in power and the sacrifices performed led to the consolidation of the Akyem clan's dominance in Fomena and the broader Adansi state. The sacred Afenakwa sword, which symbolizes authority and unity, was firmly established in Fomena, reinforcing its importance as the capital of Adansi and the center of power for the Akyem clan. The immense sacrifices and support Nana Bonsra Afriye I received from the Adansi people, especially the significant sacrifice of Nana Ya Kesewa, who was buried alive for the prosperity of Adansiman, led him to change the system of inheritance from paternal to maternal. This change in inheritance was introduced by Adansi Hene Nana Bonsra Afriye I, and is a system that all Akans enjoy today. Following this change, the Adansi Hene stool in Fomena shifted from the Athenia family of Nana Akora Foripan to the Akyem family of Nana Bonsra Afriye. After his father's death, Nana Bonsra Afriye, the son of Nana Akora Foripan, became the next Adansi Hene. He performed so well in his duties that Hausa scholars and merchants who traded with him gave him the name Abu, meaning the Great. This name gave rise to the title Abu Bonsra among the Akans in the Adansi area. Nana Abu Bonsra Afriye I was greatly loved by his people. From Amanyinasi in Kusa, the Adansi people migrated to the present site, naming it Fomena. Fomena was established around 1702 and has remained the capital of Adansi to this day. Each of the chiefs took one of the unity stones, Amanyinasi, in Kusa, and planted it in their town, naming it Adoyabur. The sacred sword Afenakwa, a symbol of authority, is paraded once a year during the Yam festival. This parade occurs at night on the eve of the festival, specifically on a Thursday. Only the chief is permitted to see the sword, apart from its carriers, who are known Afenakwa. The responsibility of carrying the sword is passed down from father to son, maintaining the tradition through generations. This shift in inheritance and the establishment of Fomena as the capital solidified the Akuna clan's dominance in Adansi. The legacy of Nana Bonsra Afriye I. His contributions to the Adansi state, including the introduction of matrilineal inheritance, has had a lasting impact on the Akan people. The unity stones and the sacred Afenakwa sword continue to be significant symbols of Adansi unity and authority. In an interview with Kusa Hene, Nana Kwai Pinsan II, at Kusa in August 2015, he stated, Nana Kwai Pinsan I and the people of Kusa did not leave Kusa soil to Akyem and Asin when Nana Ose Kofi Tutu I and his forces were fighting Entim Jakari of Denchira state. Nana Bonsra Afriye and his people left the Adansi state during the Asante and the Denchira War. When they returned from the Akyem and Asin soil, it was Kusahene Nana Kwai Pinsan I who met the people of the Adansi state at the outskirts of the town. And there you have it, the fascinating journey of the Adansi state, its powerful chiefs, the sacred Afenakwa sword, and the significant shift from patrilineal to matrilineal inheritance. These historical changes have shaped the traditions of the Akan people, influencing how kings are chosen and how authority is symbolized through sacred artifacts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Akan history, Please share where you're watching from in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Black Stories Untold for more captivating African histories. Stay tuned for our next episode as we continue to uncover the rich and diverse stories of Africa's past. Thank you for watching.